Fresh. What's your name?
Chloe.
Chloe, ask your question.
Chloe, hi, Chloe.
Hi. How did the idea for you to be in the This Is the End come up, and were you with the actors when it was taped, or what were you like separated?
Yes, we were on site with Seth, Jay, and Craig. Actually, when we talked with Seth, once we got on set, he was telling us that they had no real ending to the actual film, which was just them going to heaven and that was it. And they were like, well, this is a good ending, but it's just not really like, powerful enough. And they actually referenced Backstreet's Back within the first 10 minutes of the actual film. So they wanted to come back full circle with that. And they reached out to our management. Seth and Jay have been fans for like years, both being from Canada. They've been fans since they were teenagers, which is kind of a shock to us.
They kind of grew up with us.
That's really, really cool to know that,
I grew up with your music.
just to know that Seth Rogen was
Really,
a fan
I
of
did
Backstreet
too.
Boys is really, really cool. So he was like, yeah, we were like, we're just going to go on, a limb and see if the guys want to do it. And we were like, absolutely, this would be awesome. And they actually learned the Backstreet's Back choreography that same day. So they were kind of stressed out about it. They were tucked away in a corner going, okay, wait, how does this go?
Well, it's funny because we came out and we did a quick blocking with everybody on set so they could know where we were going to be for the camera and everything. And then when Seth and Craig and Jay saw us do the choreography, they're like, oh, we got to go rehearse.
Oh, man.
So they were kind of, oh, God. So
Who was the best dancer of all of them?
Of all of them?
I think Craig
probably.
Jay was
I don't
pretty
know,
good.
they all rocked it pretty good, but
Yeah.
Seth.
I mean, Seth was good.
Seth was.
He was really, really
he has
feeling
his own, character
Timing.
about him.
Yeah.
He had his own timing.
Yeah, his own timing.
No, but actually, I found out from Seth that the original idea came from his wife. Like when they were talking about different cameos and things that they could do for the end, like the actual idea that spawned from actually,
she was probably a fan that grew up with our music.
Yeah. But we're glad they reached out to us. We hear it's a really funny film. We've not seen it yet because when it premiered, we were on tour in China.
I've seen it.
And since we got
twice.
back, AJ's seen it. Brian
Twice.
and I are going to go see it tonight with AJ. It'll be his third time seeing
yeah.
it. It'll be our first time. So,
How many of you guys have actually seen it? It's funny, right? It's from start to finish. It's so funny.
AJ went to see it again last week, and he said when Backstreet's Back comes on, he sinks down in his chair.
I was just really nervous. I was really nervous because
He's like,
it
oh
was
my God.
It was at one of those theaters that serves alcohol, so everyone's drinking. So I'm like, oh God, they're gonna see Backstreet Boys and go, hey, boo, boo. So once we come on screen, I'm like, oh God, oh God, oh God, oh God, oh God. And then once the song started, they were cheering. I was like, oh, silent yes. Little Tiger Woods moment for me.
That's when you stood up. It's a Backstreet Boy here.
I have a star. I'll be out there later today.
Okay, tell us your name.
Marie,
Hey, Marie.
Hi.
can you please describe what it's like to film a music video in the rain?
In the rain?
Yes.
Sometimes cold.
we've done it twice.
Very cold.
How many
Yes.
times have we done?
We have done it twice.
That is the-
I answered my own question before I asked it. How does that happen?
If you are an official boy band, that's what you must do.
That is a requirement.
That's a
Yes.
requirement.
You have to get
In
hosed
very
down
brightly colored shirts.
Hose down.
in
With your
pastels.
shirt open. You have to show abs.
And you have to say the word heart.
Yes.
I don't know. Are you talking about, there was Quit Playing Games.
And
And drowning.
And drowning.
And the drowning
Where
video
we literally
that
almost drowned.
the first video that we shot for drowning, which wasn't very good, so we reshot
Yeah.
it.
My freaking Spider-Man t-shirt see-through thing I was wearing.
Which is now on YouTube, right? You've seen the unreleased version of Drowning, right? Have you seen that video? Have you guys seen it?
Yeah, we're just kind of.
I can do that
It
now
was
for you.
mainly all green screen, and we're all in black and real dark colors.
It was stupid.
Yeah. Well,
It was like,
let me tell
it
you.
was really-
Take you
Wait.
in.
The initial treatment for the video was amazing, but they cut our budget in half. So instead of actually going out to the desert and shooting, we shot in front of a green screen, and then they tried to superimpose it behind us, and it just looked corny.
It looked like
so
$10.
that's why we
About
decided
$10 behind it.
not to use the video. So
Yeah, it
we
was really,
reshot
really
the video,
bad.
much simpler. And
I look like Spider-Man. It's really bad. Really,
But
really bad.
I mean, it's cool because actually they'll bring in rain machines. They bring in rain machines, so it's not really truly raining. I'm sorry to bust your bubble. It's really like we don't schedule it around a rainstorm or a monsoon. But they'll bring in these misters and stuff, and I mean, it's nice. It was in Orlando that night. We shot that video, quit playing games all night from 10 p.m. until 5 in the morning, and then we went straight to the airport and flew to Germany.
Yeah.
So that's kind of our schedule. But this was all before social media. So we couldn't tweet about it. Like, look at my see-through shirt. You know, we couldn't do that. You had to watch it on a music channel.
If you weren't a Backstreet Boy, which current artist would you follow around on tour, and who would you want to meet and greet with?
If I wasn't,
I thought it was like, what other profession would you be? Not like, what kind of fanatic,
I would
crazy
follow
person?
around Alice Cooper. I just think he's cool, and he's an awesome golfer. We've actually golfed together, but yeah, I'd probably follow him around, and he's just so polar opposite from what you see on stage. You know, with all the makeup and the snakes and all the devil crazy stuff. He's just so nice and humble, and I think he'd be really, really cool to follow around.
What do you think, Kev?
that's a hard one.
He wants to say
I
Justin
think-
Bieber. I can see it in
I
his
think-
eyes.
He's probably going to say Prince. You going to say Prince? Sorry to take your...
We don't know each other at all.
We're family.
Prince.
Yeah, really.
I was and am a huge Prince fan. So, yeah, he's bad to the bone.
Okay.
George
I'd
Thorogood.
probably chase around Nora Jones. I mean, not for any particular reason other than her music.
Did you
that
see
on
her in
tape.
Ted?
Yes, I did. It was funny. She was great.
She was fantastic.
Great
She was
movie.
great. She's an amazing
Great
artist.
movie.
I saw her live in Atlanta at the Fox Theater, and
Well, I saw her in L.A.
well, whatever.
And she lives in Brooklyn, so, you know.
Hey,
Let's go.
Well, I'm gonna quit being a Backstreet Boy and go follow her.
I'm Michelle.
Hi, Michelle.
Hi. Sure. So AJ, I'm a really big fan of Best Ink, and I watched you get your tattoo from Teresa, and I was wondering if you would maybe mind showing us, because it was so cool on TV.
Sure.
Wait, where is it?
On his chest.
Wait, you're a
For
fan
his-
of what?
Best
My
Ink.
pants will stay on.
What's best thing?
Best Ink is like
Best thing?
Best Ink.
Oh, best ink.
Remember the day that I wasn't in the studio, the writing session that you guys got mad at me? Yeah, I was doing that show. Yes.
It's all
He
coming
didn't tell us
out,
about
it's
that.
all
He was supposed to be at the
coming out
studio.
of him
And he was
now.
like 3 hours late. And he said that his daughter was sick.
Yeah, half true because she was, but yeah.
Oh, my
It looked like it hurt.
Isn't there a man?
She was actually
Obviously, he doesn't manscape.
Yes, the manscape question
I
was
told you.
private
I
in
told
the other
you.
room. Now we know who doesn't
being a
manscape.
father, you don't have time for yourself sometimes. No, but she was actually
Good segue.
she started out not so heavy-handed, and then the last hour is when they really put the pressure on to like add any last-minute touch-ups, and she just started adding more things and going wider, right around the nipple area and the armpit. I'm like, really? Do you have to add that? Is it going to make a difference? But it did actually work out for her. I'm really, really proud of her. She won $100,000 and the cover of Inc. magazine, and she's an awesome, awesome person.
When you're out on the road, what happens to your mail?
We just thought that was funny.
This is her question, actually. She always wants to know that.
Your
Mine
mail.
just sits by the front door. Like, my wife and I miss bills. We miss so much stuff. It just piles up at the front door. We need to really fix that problem at the house. We never go through mail. I've missed invitations to weddings. I've missed all kinds of stuff.
I spent like $1,500 on a mailbox in the front that has like a lock and key, type thing. So it drops in there, and we check it about once a month. So, I mean, it is what it is.
Is that why you never called me?
I didn't get your letter. I didn't get your fan letter. you know. Well, I mean, we used to have people stealing my mail, so I had to do the little, you know, it's like, oh my God, I think so and so from NSYNC lives there. And you're like, really? Really? I think it's Lance Bass. No, so I had to lock it down.
We're so glad we asked.
Yeah.
So glad.
Now you know.
Now you know.
Now you know.
Definitely know.
And the new kids live there?